What Manchester United players did to Andre Onana after final whistle of Lion Horror Show. Andre Onana endured an awful night in Lion as he made a series of errors to throw away a win for Manchester United in the first leg of their Europa League quarter-final. Andre Onana's Manchester United teammates consoled him after his blunder-filled night in Lion, albeit reluctantly. Onana was at fault for both of Lion's goals, as the League One side claimed a last-gasp draw in the first leg of their Europa League quarter-final. United went behind after 25 minutes when their keeper failed to get a strong enough hand to Thiago Almada's wide free kick. Leny Yoro equalized in the final seconds of the first half by reacting quickly to Manuel Ugarte's volley and diverting the ball into the bottom corner. Joshua Zirkzee looked to have won it with 2 minutes remaining when he headed home Bruno Fernandes' looping cross. But in the 5th minute of added time, Onana spilled George Mikautadze's shot and Ryan Cherki tapped in on the rebound. It leaves the last 8 clash in the balance heading into next week's second leg at Old Trafford. And it appears that Onana's teammates were less than impressed with the Cameroon international. Captain Bruno Fernandes had already launched a tirade against the keeper in the game, and after the final whistle, United's players gathered around midfield, with Onana in the center circle. Backup keeper Altay Bayindir patted Onana as the players and staff gathered. The number 1 was statuesque, as others approached to console him before he was seen putting his hands to his head. None of his teammates embraced him tightly, with some seeming reluctant to console him. Boss Ruben Amorim is expected to pursue a move for a new keeper come the summer, though refused to lay the blame totally at Onana's door. It's important to focus on the next game. The next game is the league. Then we think about the second leg against Lyon. When one player has a mistake, every player has a mistake, so we continue like that, he said. The best thing is to look at the goals and all the actions that Andre has had in the game and to talk with goalkeeper coaches Jorge Vital and Craig Mawson. This is the best way to help any player, to focus on the game, what happened, what we need to improve, and then put the player in again. I think it felt really quiet, the dressing room. And that is a good thing. We draw away in Europe. That's always hard. The team is suffering, but we need to change that, and we have the opportunity to change. So let's focus on that. We have training, go with Vital, and we deal with that. So I'm really natural that can happen with any player. There's nothing I can say to Andre in this moment that will help him. So the most important thing is to be natural. And then when the time comes, I will choose the best 11 to play. But I'm really confident in Andre. Of course we are really disappointed. We should have taken the 1-goal advantage to the next game, but we have the next game in our home, and we try to win that game. I need 500 words according to this story. Mistakes can happen. Amorim defends Man United goalkeeper Onana after Lion howlers. Ruben Amorim defended Andre Onana and said mistakes can happen after the Manchester United goalkeeper committed a pair of errors in Thursday's 2-2 draw at Lyon in the first leg of their Europa League quarter-final. Ruben Amorim responds to Andre Onana drop calls after costly Man United errors. Andre Onana made errors for both of Lyon's goals as Manchester United were forced to settle for a 2-2 draw in their Europa League quarter-final first leg, having conceded in the 95th minute. Steadfast Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim insists that he isn't thinking about dropping Andre Onana despite his 2 costly errors in their Europa League quarter-final draw with Lyon. The Red Devils slipped to a 2-2 draw in France after Onana made the second of 2 errors to gift Lyon a 95th-minute equalizer. The goalkeeper, who'd been involved in a spat with Lyon's Nemanja Matic in the build-up to the match, misjudged a free kick in the first half as the ball bounced into his net. After goals from Leny Yoro and Joshua Zirkzee turned the game on its head, Onana was at fault once again in stoppage time when he palmed a close-range shot out to Lyon forward Ryan Cherki, who punished his mistake. Post-match, Amorim was asked if he needed to think about dropping Onana for United's upcoming game away to Newcastle on Sunday and second leg at home to Lyon next Thursday. No, we continue to do the same thing. Training, seeing the games, trying to choose the best 11 to win every match, the United manager told TNT Sports. It is important to focus on the next game for the league and then think about the second leg against Lyon. When one player has a mistake, all the team has a mistake, so we continue like that. That goes against what many United fans on social media think, with one posting on X. Drop Onana for the second leg. Simple as that. A second supporter went a step further, saying, drop Onana and sell him. Period. Complete liability. Euro, who scored his first goal for the Red Devils to make it 1-1 just before the break, was visibly deflated after Onana's late error. I think this is the worst moment to concede a goal like that, Euro explained. We were winning 2-1. I think away this was a good score, but we go with a draw, and we try to win the game at home. We defended really well, but they are a good team, have a good striker, so we need to be ready for everything, but unfortunately, we concede the goal. Amorim felt that there was positives from United's display, but wasn't pleased with the result. We are really disappointed, he added. We should have taken a one-goal advantage to the next game, but we have the next game at home. We will try to win that game. Manchester United make contact with Brighton over potential move for Bart Verbruggen as Onana's future hangs in the balance. Manchester United have reportedly made initial contact with Brighton and Hove Albion over a possible summer move for 22-year-old goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen, as doubts grow over Andre Onana's long-term future at Old Trafford. Since arriving from Ajax in the summer of 2023, Onana has endured a roller coaster spell between the sticks. Despite flashes of brilliance, the Cameroonian international has been plagued by inconsistency and high-profile errors, which have put him under growing pressure both inside and outside the club. A former United player even went so far as to label him one of the worst keepers in the club's modern history, a harsh indictment of a player once seen as a major coup. Now, under the leadership of new boss Ruben Amorim, it appears the club is weighing up alternatives, with Verbruggen reportedly emerging as a top target. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Manchester United have opened discussions with Brighton to explore the Dutchman's availability, as Amorim begins reshaping the squad in his image. Verbruggen, who joined Brighton from Anderlecht, has enjoyed a breakout season at the Amex Stadium. Despite missing the first 2 Premier League games, he has since made 33 appearances in all competitions, registering 8 clean sheets and playing a vital role in keeping Brighton in the hunt for European football. The Seagulls currently sit 9th in the table, just 6 points off a Europa League qualification spot. However, while Verbruggen's performances have impressed scouts, statistics suggest his season hasn't been without flaws. Data shows the Dutchman has a lower save percentage than Onana and has committed more errors leading to goals. That said, age is on his side, and his potential upside is clear, something that may be factoring into United's interest. In an interview with the BBC, Verbruggen reflected on his role as Brighton's number 1. I'm loving it. His composure, distribution skills, and shot-stopping ability have caught the attention of clubs across Europe, and United aren't the only ones watching closely. Bayern Munich are also said to be in the race. Reports from The Telegraph suggest the German giants are considering a formal bid for the £60 million rated keeper as they look to bring in long-term competition for Manuel Neuer. With stiff competition for his signature, United may need to act quickly if they want to secure Verbruggen's services. Amorim's interest indicates that he may see the Dutchman as a more reliable and long-term solution to United's current issues in goal. Whether Onana remains part of Amorim's plans remains to be seen, but what is clear is that Manchester United are actively exploring their options. As the summer transfer window approaches, the Red Devils are preparing for another significant shakeup, this time starting from the back. Manchester United set to hold talks with Matheus Cunha's agent. In what could be a significant transfer move for Manchester United, the club is reportedly preparing to hold talks with Matheus Cunha's agent in the coming days. The 25-year-old Brazilian forward, currently plying his trade at Wolverhampton Wanderers, has emerged as a potential target for United as they search for a new addition to their attacking options. With a £62.5 million release clause set to become active this summer, the Red Devils are seriously weighing up the possibility of signing the Wolves striker. Cunha, who joined Wolves from Atletico Madrid in 2022, has shown glimpses of his talent in the Premier League, but has not yet been able to produce consistent performances on a regular basis. Nonetheless, his versatility and skill set have drawn the attention of several top clubs, including Arsenal, who are also monitoring his situation at Molineux. For Manchester United, the pursuit of a number 10 remains a priority as manager Erik ten Hag seeks to implement a more dynamic attacking setup. United's current squad lacks a creative playmaker capable of linking the midfield with the forwards, and Cunha could be a perfect fit for that role. The Brazilian is capable of playing in a central attacking role or as a second striker, which makes him a valuable asset for the 3-4-2-1 system that United are considering under the guidance of Ruben Amorim, the former Sporting CP manager, who has been rumored to be in the running for the managerial position at Old Trafford. In terms of playing style, Cunha's strengths lie in his technical ability, dribbling skills, and movement off the ball. His flair and vision have allowed him to become an effective creator as well as a goal scorer, making him an attractive proposition for clubs looking to add an attacking midfielder or forward who can unlock defenses. While Cunha has struggled with consistency at times during his time at Wolves, there is no doubting his potential, and many believe a move to a bigger club could help him elevate his game to the next level. United are not the only club interested in Cunha's services, however. Nottingham Forest has also expressed interest in the player, although it is understood that the Brazilian prefers a move to a bigger club, even if Forest qualifies for next season's Champions League. This preference for a move to one of the traditional top 6 Premier League clubs puts United in a strong position, as they are better equipped to offer the kind of stage that Cunha desires. However, there is an obstacle that could delay any potential move. Cunha is currently sidelined due to suspension. He has missed the last 4 Wolves matches after being sent off in a match against Bournemouth, which has further limited his opportunities to impress potential suitors. Despite this setback, the forward's agent is reportedly preparing to fly to England soon to meet with prospective clubs, including Manchester United, to discuss the possibility of a move this summer. The timing of this release clause activation could also be key to any transfer discussions. As the summer window approaches, United will need to assess their priorities and budget, with a number of other positions in need of strengthening. However, a move for Cunha could be a wise one if United can negotiate terms that suit both the club and the player. Overall, while it remains to be seen whether Cunha will make the move to Old Trafford, the fact that Manchester United is already in talks with his agent suggests that the club is serious about bolstering its attacking options for the upcoming season. If a deal goes through, it could add an exciting new dimension to United's attacking setup, providing the creativity and attacking flair the club has been missing in recent seasons. For now, all eyes will be on the talks in the coming days to determine whether a deal will be struck.